Blackwell's Island, so that he did not have to spend his winter months in New York. He had to be caught. Okay, this was his intention, to be arrested for a petty crime. Okay. Intention was to be arrested for doing a petty crime, for doing a very trivial crime, so that for 3 months he had to be deported to Blackwell's prison. This was his intention in life. Okay. How he came to that, we will find out later. But before we proceed, let me ask you a few questions. The first question is, where did Soapy spend his days? Which was the place in which he spent most of his time? He was a homeless man, but where did he spend his time? Let me see if you can recall. Madison Square, correct Shampunna. Tell me, the next question is, what were the signs which Soapy got that winter is coming? As he was sitting in the park bench, what was the sign that he got? Madison Square. Somdatta is correct, Aniruddha is correct, and Debadrita is correct. What was the sign which Soapy got as he was sitting in the park bench, which made him realize that he was running out of time, that winter was just would be coming very soon? A dead leaf. Yes, Shaptorshi, correct. A dead leaf fell at his feet, and that told him that it was a special sign for him that winter was coming. You should keep this portion within underline. Okay, underline this portion or highlight them, because this portion is quite important. This was the special sign which Soapy got. Okay, now let me ask you some more questions. Don't open the book as yet. Let me ask you a few questions. Okay, tell me, what did the richer New Yorkers did? How did they spend their winter months? How did the richer New Yorkers spend their winter months? People want warm new coats. Yes, that is one of the signs that winter is near. But my question was, what was the sign which Soapy received? It would be a dead leaf fell at his feet. Okay. Tell me, what did the richer New Yorkers do? How did they spend their winter months? The question is, how did the richer New Yorkers spend their winter months? What did they do? What were the activities that they do? Let me see who can answer. Don't look at the book. Don't look at the book and answer. Tell me from your own memory. Plans to go to Florida. Yes. And go to Florida, and what else? And what else? Went to the northern bays, southern bays, I think. Mediterranean Sea. Yes, the spelling Shaptorshi is not correct. Yes, shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Yes, correct. So these were their plans. Bay of Naples, okay, not northern but Bay of Naples, or to the south, okay. Now these were the plans made by the richer New Yorkers. Now why did Soapy not want to go to any of the philanthropic places in New York? That means places which would give him free food and shelter. But Soapy did not want to go to any of those places. That means those places which were made for the poor people, he wouldn't like to go there. Why? Yes, Shomdatta. Tell me this answer. Why did he refuse to go to the places in New York where he would get free food and free shelter to pass his winter time? The places which were the philanthropic institutions, like places made by social workers. Let me see who can answer. This will be the last question, then we will start with the second section of the story. Because, write fast. So, he didn't want to go to any such places because he did not want to sail away on a ship or a Bay of Naples. No, that is not my question. Okay, let me continue with it, with the story. If you get the answer, you will write it. Okay. So, we are going to continue from the second section of the story, where because he wants his own life without anybody asking a personal question. Yes, correct. Debadrita and Ishan, both of your answers are correct. Okay, that's enough for me to know that you have been listening. Reason why he didn't want to go to these places in New York where he would get free food and free shelter to pass the winter time was because he was a proud man. He did not want them to ask personal questions about his life, because if he went to any such places, there will be people there who would try to help him, who would try to make him improve his situation of life. They would ask him about his past, they would ask him why he was homeless, lots of different things will happen. Moreover, he did not like to clean himself. They would make him wash himself. Okay. So, there was a code of behavior which was required to stay in such places, and Soapy didn't want that. He was a proud man. He was proud enough to go to jail, but he was so proud that he cannot beg another person for getting free food and free shelter. Okay. Alright, so we will continue with the second section of the story. Come to page number 22. Today's lesson we will begin from page number 22. The second section of this we will begin today. Follow the book. Okay. There were many easy ways of doing this. The most pleasant way was to go and have a good dinner at some fine restaurant. Then he would say that he had no money to pay, and then a cop would be called. It would all be done very quietly. The cop would arrest him, he would be taken to a judge, the judge would do the rest. So, this was the first plan which Soapy had, that is how to be arrested for such a trivial crime that only he was given 3 months at a prison. How did he intend to do that? The first thing that he intended to do was to have a good dinner at some fine restaurant, going there, having a good dinner, and after that he would say that I don't have any money. Now, if you refuse to pay your bill at a restaurant, they will call the police. The police will come, he will be arrested, and then the judge will declare him a sentence of prison, that is 3 months in the prison of Blackwell's Island. Okay, so this was his first plan. Soapy left his seat and walked slowly out of Madison Square to the place where the great street called Broadway and Fifth Avenue meet. So, can you tell me what Broadway is? Can anybody tell me what Broadway is? Broadway is the hub of musical theatre. Okay, it's the hub of musical theatres and cinema which is present in New York. It's a place where culture meets popular culture. Lots of different artsy film houses are there where lots of different shows are run based on some popular theatres, based on some popular dramas. Okay, some musical plays are done, some cinemas are done. So it's like a very famous place in New York. Okay. So there all the cultured people used to go there, and this was the place where he was going to, a posh locality where Broadway and Fifth Avenue meet, and then he went across this wide space and started north on Broadway. He stopped at a large and brightly lighted restaurant. Okay, there was a big restaurant for the rich people who were very rich. This was where the best food and the best people in the best clothes appeared every evening. Every persons who were there, who used to appear there, used to stay in the best clothes, they would eat, they would order the best food, and they were the best people. That means they were the rich people. So it was a restaurant for the rich people. So he believed that, Soapy believed that above his legs he looked all right. His face was clean, his coat was good enough. If he could get to a table, he believed that success would be his. The part of him that would be seen above the table would look all right. The waiter would bring him what he asked for. Okay, so he thought that such a fine restaurant I am going to, so if somebody does not catch the fact, understand the fact that my trousers are torn, I would be allowed entrance, and if somehow I can sit at a table, the top portion of my body, that means the coat that he was wearing, was all right. It was quite open. That means nobody would think him to be a beggar or a homeless man if they just looked at the top portion of his body. This is what Soapy thought. Okay, this is what Soapy thought. And so his plan was to go inside the restaurant and very quickly sit at a table which will hide his lower body. Okay. He began, the waiter would bring him what he asked for. So as long as he is able to sit at a table, then the waiter would be able to give him whatever he asked. Because he was a waiter, his job was to bring the guests food, and so he would order the fine foods which he intended to eat. He began thinking of, yes Ishan, correct. He began thinking of what he would like to eat. In his mind, he could see the whole dinner. So before even going inside the restaurant, Soapy was imagining what kind of food he would order. Okay, so he was thinking the cost would not be too high. He did not want the restaurant people to feel any real anger. So he was imagining, he was planning what kind of food he would order, what kind of food he would eat at the restaurant. Even before entering the restaurant, he was making such extravagant plans. And then he also thought that the cost would not be high. The cost of the food or what I would be ordering should not be very high, because he did not want the restaurant people to be actually angry on him. Okay. But the dinner would leave him filled and happy for the journey to his winter home. What is his winter home? The Blackwell prison. Okay, so he imagined that before going, he thought that before going to the prison, he deserved a treat, and so this meal that he would be having, this lavish meal that he would be having, would be enough for him to pass the tough winter in the Blackwell's prison. But as Soapy put his foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter saw his broken old shoes and the torn clothes that covered his legs. Strong and ready hands turned Soapy round and moved him quietly and quickly outside again. Now this was a restaurant which belonged to the upper class people. They were very instinctive about the guests. They were very selective, very particular about what kind of guests would come and have dinner in their place. Okay, so they thought they had this good selective, they used to select the guests who used to come, and the moment he entered, they had a look over his appearance and they understood that this was a poor man who cannot afford to stay at a place like this. So without making a scene, the restaurant, the waiter, the head waiter of the restaurant, he came and he very quickly and very readily, quietly took Soapy outside the restaurant again without letting the guests see a big scene. Okay, they did not even let Soapy shout, or they did not show their anger on Soapy in any manner. Okay, the way in which they conducted the whole thing made Soapy realize how futile his first plan was. So what will be the time? 40. Okay. But as Soapy put his foot inside the restaurant door, the head waiter, okay, this part I have done. Soapy turned off Broadway. It seemed that his most easy way to the island was not to be his. He must think of some other way of getting there. Okay. So this was the first thing that he tried to do. That was the first way in which he wanted to get to prison, but this idea did not work for Soapy. So he turned off Broadway, that means he went away from the Broadway street. It seemed that this most easy way to the island was not to be his. He must think of some other way. So the first plan which he had made was not successful. Come to the next paragraph. At a corner of 6th Avenue was a shop with a wide glass window, bright with electric lights. So at the corner of the 6th Avenue there was a shop with a wide glass window, okay, and bright with electric lights. The windows, it was a big shop with a big glass window and there were lots of electric lights inside it. So it was a big shop, it was a shop for the rich people. And what did Soapy do? Soapy picked up a big stone and threw it through the glass. So this was the second plan that Soapy had, to sabotage a big shop so that he would be caught for vandalizing property. Then he did what? He picked up a stone and threw it through the glass. A cop was the first among them. People came running around the corner. Everybody came running to the place where the sound had happened. A cop was the first among them. A policeman came at first. Soapy stood still and he smiled when he saw the cop. Okay, Soapy stood there ready to be arrested, ready to be taken by the cop. Okay. But the cop did not even consider Soapy as a criminal, because Soapy was standing there and he was smiling, something which a criminal would not do. A criminal, after doing a crime, no matter how small or big, he would flee from the place, right? He would go away from the place. But Soapy did not do anything like that. Soapy stood there just smiling at the cop. "Where's the man that did that?" asked the cop. "Don't you think that I might have done it?" said Soapy. He was friendly and happy. What he wanted was coming towards him. What he wanted was coming towards him means that he wanted to be caught. He wanted to be sent to the Blackwell's prison, and that was going to happen to him very soon. Okay. So he was asking the man in a smiling and polite manner to the police officer that, "Don't you think that I might have done it, that I might have committed the crime?" Across the street was another restaurant. No. But the cop's mind would not consider Soapy. Men who break windows do not stop there to talk to cops. They run away as fast as they can. The cop saw a man further along the street running. He ran after him. And Soapy, sick at heart, walked slowly away. He had failed 2 times. So we will stop over here today. So the second time what happened? He wanted to be caught, but the cop did not consider Soapy as a criminal, because Soapy was standing there. He was not going away from the spot. Okay. So the cop, instead of arresting Soapy, chased after a man who was already running. Okay, somebody who was probably running for some other purpose, and the cop chased after that man. And Soapy felt sad because his plan had failed the second time as well. Okay. So did you have any doubt about the portion that we did today? Do you have any doubts?